Strategy, ticker symbol MSTR, has just passed BlackRock's holding of Bitcoin. It's insane. Okay, if you haven't heard of this stock, Strategy, it's an equity publicly traded company, ticker symbol MSTR, ran by CEO Fong and then the executive chairman Michael Saylor. If you haven't heard of them, look them up. They're amazing. But the purpose of this video was basically saying that there is so much upside coming to Bitcoin. So Strategy has been buying up all the Bitcoin using their preferred stock method of STRC. They raised $2.4 billion in the past month alone to buy Bitcoin. And so the issue I'm seeing is limited supply of Bitcoin, 21 million, ever to be mined. And Strategies, just STR alone, is buying more supply than the miners have, or that the miners are getting. So the fact of the matter is, there's no one else is selling. So the only way that you're going to get more buyers to buy Bitcoin, or more sellers to Bitcoin, is price goes up, price discovery, because you're going to run out of sellers at the current price around 70K, and it's going to have to level up to the point where you can buy Bitcoin. I look at oil right now, paper as of April 23rd, 2026. I think spot price for barrel oil paper price is 90 something and some change. But the actual cost to get a barrel of oil, if you actually want the thing, is 130. So I think Bitcoin, it's a lot similar to that, where the price we're seeing now isn't going to be the price for long. Like with the amount of Bitcoin Strategy is buying up and taking from the market. And listen, Strategy's not going to sell this thing. They got cash reserves, they're robust. Like literally they've accumulated Bitcoin within the bear market that we're now in. There's a debate whether we're in a bear market or bull market, but I'm like, come on guys, we're in a bear market right now. But the fact that Strategy is performing the way that it is within a bear market is insane. I'm telling you guys, Strategy is going to be the biggest monster of an equity or a publicly traded stock that you've ever seen. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin, Strategy is just a leveraged bet on Bitcoin, because they can accumulate Bitcoin faster than you can. So if you want a leveraged bet on Bitcoin, look into Strategy. Purchase some common stock, MSTR, or because their preferred stock method, they have fixed income products, basically paying out a dividend, and the dividend's over collateralized more than anything on the marketplace. STR, STRK, so Strike is at 8% dividend fixed, and STRC, and then that's 8%, and then STRC is now a variable dividend. It's currently paying 11.5%. So just conservatively, let's say it's 10% dividend, right? You could retire with $100,000 a year with $1 million in STRC. Literally, this company has fixed the retirement crisis. Because, like, with a typical financial industry standard of 4% withdrawal rate, you need $2.5 million to retire with $100,000. $2.5 million. With Strategy's STRC, you only need $1 million with a 10% dividend being paid out to you, annualized, and you retire with $1 million. Like this company, and the fixed income market is the biggest market in the world, $300 trillion of capital. So if you're telling me that this company has a product that's 3 to 4 times better than anything that the market has to offer there, you better believe the fixed income market is going to come to Strategy. It's going to buy up STRC. And what's Strategy going to do with STRC? They're going to take the profits from STRC, the cash flows into STRC, and buy more Bitcoin at whatever price they can get it. So, guys, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. The fact that the supply's fixed, like there's volatility up and down, like that's the sentiment of the market. But the fact of the matter is, with this asset class, is there's a fixed supply, 21 million ever, right? And the way it works is within the protocol, there's a certain percentage of Bitcoin that's mined to the upkeepers of the protocol, to the nodes, and that gets halved every 4 years, right? And so within the next 10 years, here until 2036, there's a Bitcoin gold rush of sorts. Because in 2036, it's set to basically half, to the point where the last percent, I think, I can't remember the exact thing, like 0.5% or the last percent of Bitcoin, at that point, 2036, is locked in basically to be released over the next 100 years. Right? It's going to take 100 years to get any more Bitcoin through mining. So it's the fact that all the current Bitcoin is going to be taken out of the supply, or basically it's going to be where it's at in 2036. There's not going to be any increase in miners or anything more coming to the market. It's only going to be the current Bitcoin holdings that are currently out. And so whoever's got the Bitcoin by 2036, that's who's got it. Unless they sell, but anyone who's bullish on Bitcoin is not selling. This thing is for the long haul. This is literally an asset to build generational wealth. Like, if you don't got deep pockets into real estate, Bitcoin's like infinitely divisible. Like, you can have 0.000 of a Bitcoin. You can buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. You can't buy $1 worth of real estate. I mean, like REITs, real estate investment trusts, the returns on that, I don't know. You can look into that. You can do that. I did for a little bit. I didn't like the returns on it, so I mean, I don't know. There's products everywhere in the market for individuals, but STRCIC is the best product ever because everybody can have a savings account that pays them 10%. Everyone's going to want that, and that's what STRC is. It's a preferred stock that pays a 10% dividend, but not only that, it's a return of capital dividend, so you're not paying taxes on any of the dividends for the first 10 years until the cost basis is paid down. So you're not paying any taxes on the dividends for the first 10 years of this thing. It's tax deferred. It's insane, this product. Everyone's going to want it, and this is going to disrupt a $300 trillion market. Think about $300 trillion. Even if they take 5% of that market, they are literally the biggest company in the world. They surpass Apple, they surpass Amazon, they surpass Microsoft. Every Fortune 500 company is going to be freaking a little kindergartner with a freaking high school basketball player dunking. Like, there's this company is going to be the biggest company in the world. And so if you haven't heard of them, ticker symbol MSTR, look at Michael Saylor, figure out what they're doing. Great individuals to look up for more in-depth videos. Mark Moss talks about strategy in there, what they're doing in the markets. And then Adam B. Livingston, I think his handle on YouTube is Adam letter B and then Liv, L-I-V. He goes by the Bitcoin Wizard, but he has awesome videos talking about strategy and basically just Bitcoin treasury companies as a whole and what they're doing in the marketplace. Right? He does deep dives into Metaplanet in Japan. That's basically copies the same playbook as strategy. There's also a company called Strive, ticker symbol ASST, which I've been dollar cost averaging into ASST majority right now just because of where they're sitting at. But I mean, they've gone up 88% in the last. Well, my cost basis is up 88% as of last week when I checked. But guys, this is the purpose of the video is basically saying be bullish on Bitcoin, that we're gonna have a huge more move forward, and you need to get some now when the market's suppressed, when sentiment's not running hot, and it's like you're getting Bitcoin at a discount essentially. So you might as well buy it now when it's cheap versus having a cost basis of over 150K. Get your cost basis lower, bigger returns. Yeah. Wasn't my train of thought, but I think this is a good place to end the video. If you like this content, just me shooting from the hip, just my thoughts, great. Subscribe, hit a thumbs up. If not, if you'd like to see more thought out, deliberate videos in like a studio setting, let me know. I can try to do that as well. But I just like shooting from the hip, saying my thoughts, because like I watch videos, look on Twitter, and it's just like, I don't know, I gotta share with somebody. So if you like me sharing this with you, hit subscribe, like button. Appreciate your time. God bless. See ya.